There's a world so dangerous, so impossible, no one has ever attempted to explore it. It's not in space, not on Earth, but deep inside. We think we walk on solid ground. But dare to travel inside our planet and we'll discover another world.
In 1906, British geologist Richard Oldham was analyzing seismograph readings caused by a large earthquake when he saw something odd. As the vibrations from the quake reverberated, they did not arrive at the center of the Earth as expected. It was as if they'd hit an obstacle. Oldham realized the obstacle must be the innermost part of the Earth.
Our survey said...
A dense mass hard enough to have deflected the seismic waves from going all the way through. With Oldham's discovery, many believed the picture of the Earth's core was complete. But in the early 1930s, Inge Lehmann wasn't so sure. Lehmann was a Danish seismologist who worked extensively in Denmark and Greenland, studying the velocity of seismic waves from earthquakes. In 1936, she was analyzing the seismic waves from an earthquake that had occurred several years earlier. Seismological stations around the world had made recordings of the same quake. By comparing their readings, Lehmann calculated that as the seismic waves had passed through the Earth's core, there was a change in their velocity, as if they had encountered another boundary of some kind. The core that Lehmann had found was the Earth's inner core. Today, through precise seismic measurements,
Our survey said...
we know that it's made of solid iron. Solid because gravity at the center of the Earth creates a pressure 3 million times the pressure it exerts on the surface.
Our survey said...
The core that Richard Oldham had discovered turned out to be the Earth's outer core. It's made of liquid iron and other elements, a hot churning mass that generates electric currents, which in turn create the magnetic field that protects the Earth from dangerous cosmic radiation. Together, the two cores that Oldham and Lehmann discovered form a massive structure over 4,000 miles in diameter, slightly larger than the planet Mars. At the center of the core, the temperature can be as high as 13,000 degrees Fahrenheit, which is 2,000 degrees hotter than the surface of the sun.
We can go hundreds of thousands of miles into space.
Our survey said...
But when it comes to inside the Earth, we have barely scratched the surface. Hey diggers, what's shaking? This is DNews and I'm Trace. If you look down right now, you probably see the floor. but under that floor is dirt, and way under that is bedrock, and under that, hypothesis and theory. Seriously, we have gone to the moon.
Our survey said.
But the deepest we have ever been on our own planet is 2.4 miles into the crust at the Tautona mine in South Africa. The new model has revealed the moon-sized inner core is super rotating in an easterly direction, and the outer core is flowing much slower in a westerly direction. This opposing rotation is like a generator that we think creates the magnetic field of our planet, called the geomagnetic dynamo.
I was listening to the ocean. I saw a face in the sand, but when I picked it up, then it vanished away from my hands. I had a dream I was 7, climbing my way in a tree. I saw a piece of heaven waiting impatient for me. And I was running far away. Would I run off the world someday? Nobody knows, nobody knows. And I was dancing in the rain. I felt alive and I can't complain. But no, take me home where I belong. I can't take it anymore. I was painting a picture. The picture was a painting of you, and for a moment I thought
For God so loved the world, that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in him should not perish, but have everlasting life.